This time on the Austin Healey channel, I answer a lot of questions and install a new clutch. I got some great feedback. One point came from Phil Tucker. He had suggested that I check the balance of the carburetors at about 2,000 RPM. This would be more of a road condition, so I thought I could do that, easy enough, it's all on the test stand. So I started up, warmed it up, and it was the same as at idle. And if you think about it, that's how it should be. Each carburetor has a big butterfly valve in it, big brass thing that goes like this, and they're tied together with a pipe. To balance the carbs, we disconnect that pipe and adjust one so they match, and they're letting the same amount of air go in at the same time. And it doesn't matter if we do that at idle or when it's up more at around 2,000 RPM, because once they're matched, they stay matched no matter where you are. He had another good point about the saying that he missed seeing the using a timing gun on the timing mark that I made to check to see that if it was check to see that it was correct. I had tried to film that, but it didn't come out very good, so I skipped over it. But really, using a timing gun is going to give you the same result as it would for setting it with the test light that I showed you. I also got a lot of comments from several different people saying, oh yeah man, I wish you had this video 10 years ago. It would have saved me the trouble of doing the same mistake of putting the wires in the wrong direction. So it's good to see I'm not the only one out there doing that. I got a comment on a video saying that I was using the rule of, well, it was for the season 1, that I was using the rule of 13 wrong. So that probably means I was using the rule of 9 wrong in the last video. So I went to, it's led me down quite a rabbit hole about this whole topic, and there's a lot of people commenting on it in forums, and I've gone back to the service manual, I've watched some videos, on and on and on. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I've found. The engine's cold. That's something I had missed. I did it when it was warm. So I was also taking the valve that's down and counting up 9, which goes to the next one. So if this one's down, then this one's up, which kind of worked. In computer speak, we would say the task failed successfully. So there's that. But because the rule of 9 is the standard way to do it, we are going to go back to do that. However, the book, the service manual, doesn't say to use the rule of 9. It just says to make sure that the rocker, that the push rod is in its full up position, which I guess that's what the rule of 9 is supposed to use. It's supposed to lead you to. Here's how the rule of 9 is supposed to work. So you have the number of the open valve plus the number of the closed valve equals 9. Rule of 13, it's open plus closed equals 13. If you're working on a 6-cylinder. This is 4-cylinder. Sprite's 4-cylinder. So we have the most open valve. Let's say it's number 1. So 1 plus what equals 9? 1 plus 8. So I'm writing sideways here. equals 9. 1 plus 8. So that means we go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go up to number 8 and we adjust that. If number 3 is all the way down, all the way open, 3 plus 6 equals 9. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We would adjust this one. Does that make sense? So now we're going to go through and just do one after the other with the engine cold and readjust them to the correct specification. Well, that's been an interesting journey. I really don't mind making mistakes. Well, I mind it when they're expensive. This one wasn't expensive. So I really appreciate the comments and the corrections, because I want to put out the most correct information possible. So yeah, thanks for all the comments. The last video, it was very technical. I hope those of you who aren't that into the technical side of things didn't get too bored with it. And a shout out to David Bushner, who was eagle-eyed enough to notice that this has the wrong bracket on it right here, along with the wrong the wrong generator. It has the wrong bracket. He pointed me to Moss Motors to look at their catalog to see what the bracket's supposed to look like. So I did that, and the bracket doesn't stick down up here. It has the adjustment down here, and it's different shape. This one looks like the season 1, so I didn't even notice that it was different. It just looked right in place, but he realized that it wasn't right and pointed me in the right direction. However, I've tried the generator down even without the bracket, and the fan belt didn't fit. This bracket in here, someone had cut a notch down in here to get this to go down even further. The original generator should straddle this bracket, so it goes down a lot further than this one can. So, and also the ends, the ears, the legs are different on the correct generator. So I haven't decided what I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to replace the generator with the correct one or go along with this one for the moment with a new fan belt that fits. Anyway, something to think about, and thank you, David, for pointing me in the right direction. If you remember long ago, when I first took the transmission off, I found a lot of oil inside, and I wasn't able to determine exactly where that oil had come from. So far I've been running it, and I've had no oil leakage from there. Of course, it's been sitting still on the stand and not like moving back and forth in traffic. So we're going to have to we're going to try some things to try to simulate the real world. We're going to put the stand at a bit of an angle, like as though we were on a hill, and see what that does. It should push the oil more towards the back, causing this thread to push the oil back into the engine bay. So let's go and give that a shot. So there's more water leaking, but I don't see any oil at all, which is pretty wonderful. I will take off the flywheel before putting on the transmission, just to check things out, but so far so good. It's very nice and clean. So I think we've done our job. I think we have it sealed up. This flywheel absolutely weighs a ton. These get torqued to 35 to 40 foot-pounds. Let's see if we can do it without the engine locked up. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something to block it. Next, we need to beat these over, lock it in place. Alright, it's time to put the clutch in. We have a new Borgenbeck clutch. It looks a whole lot like the original, which is also Borgenbeck, which is great. Lucky for us, it says where to put it. Flywheel side. We have our homemade alignment tool that's going to go in here. Just like that. It's hard to hold all this sandwich together while we get it going. There's two alignment pins, one up here, one down here. There we go. Now the clutch should be lined up in there.
If you want to come along on the ride as we complete this project, click the subscribe button. If you want YouTube to tell you every time there's a new video, click the alarm bell. Thanks for watching, and your support is very much appreciated.